everyone, I am Dr. Viddhi Miglani, an IELTS expert, and today I'll be talking about your writing task 2 of the IELTS exam. So writing task 2 is all about your essay writing, and today's video focuses on the major tips that I'm going to give you for writing of your writing task 2, that's your essay writing. So we have 6 to 7 types of essays, and the common tips I'm going to discuss them today. So before we understand the tips and apply those tips and techniques, let's understand that how is the paper evaluated. So the IELTS writing task 2 is evaluated on 4 parameters. The first is the task achievement. The second is the cohesion and coherence. The third is the lexical resource, and the fourth is grammatical range and accuracy. So when I talk about task response, that means that how well have I responded to each part of the question. So moment I am going to express my ideas about each part of the question, I am gonna get good bad score in my task response. Lexical resource refers to the topic vocabulary. So more usage of uncommon words would lead to a better band score. So lexical resource is all about how good vocabulary you have, how proficient are you in the good vocabulary. Remember to spell it correctly. Most of the students, they just mug up the good words, but then what happens? They end up writing the incorrect spellings. So ensure that your spellings are correct when you write good vocabulary. The third is cohesion and coherence. So most of the students, they believe that cohesion and coherence is about the usage of connectors, and moment they're going to use a lot of connectors into their essay, they are going to score a good band score. But that's not the case. Connectors are important to connect one idea to another logically. So there is a logic behind the usage of a particular connector. For example, you are connecting 2 different lines. You should be knowing what is the relation of the first line with the next line. So now when you connect those lines through a connector, if the second line is the reason of the first line, the connector will be different as compared to if the second line is the contradiction to your first line. So if it is an explanation, you would write in addition or to explain it further. And if it's a contradiction, we would write on the contrary, on the other hand, or however. So such connectors are important, and we connect our ideas logically through connectors. Most of the students also think that each line should have a connector. Well, that's not the case. You should have connectors, but the over usage of connectors leads to lesser band score. And the last and the most important is grammatical range and accuracy. So if you look forward to achieving band 6, you should use a mix of simple sentences and complex sentences. Now, don't confuse yourself with the word complex sentences with the complicated sentences. Usage of complex sentences is required, not complicated, not run-on sentences. Now, what's a complex structure? A structure that has a subordinating conjunction into it is a complex structure. So if you use a mix of simple sentences, compound sentences, and complex sentences, you receive band 6. But then if you use a variety of complex structures, now the complex structures has a lot of variety. If you use a variety of complex structures, then you receive band 7. And over and above 7, we need wide range of structures. And if you look forward to having such classes, such master classes, we are providing absolutely free masterclass on the 3rd Saturday of this particular month. Why not join us and see the difference? I am pretty sure after attending my masterclass, you would be at a better position to understand how to score 6, 6.5, 7, 7.5 and 8, and what is the difference when we say I have received band 6.5 and when I say when I have received band 7.5.